Good morning. My name is Michelle. This is Abby. Hi. Welcome back to our channel. And today, I know in the last few videos, you guys been seeing me incorporate a lot more play into our training sessions. So I'm going to teach you guys how I get her to drop the toy on command. Because when you're playing tug or any really tug toy game with a dog, it's important that the dog knows when is enough, when is to release it, what are the rules of this game. Like right now, I'm really not doing a good job at encouraging her to, the game is supposed to start when I say it starts and stop when it say it starts. It stops. Oh my goodness, can't speak today either. So yeah, there are rules when we play the games of tug. This is her favorite tug toy. So what I do most of the times is, this is her tug toy. We only train with this toy or play train with this toy. So she only sees it occasionally, which increases the value of the toy. So there are a few ways that you can ask a dog to drop it. I'm going to use the command out. And there are a couple ways that you can teach it. If you have a very high food reward dog, you can use treats to trade the toy for the food. We're going to see if she does that today. But the way that I do it is we're playing, and then I become very boring. And eventually, if the toy isn't moving anymore, they release it. Once they release it, I become animated again, and then the game continues. So she learns when I become boring, drop the toy. Then it comes back to life. And when you continually do that, you can add the cue that you want to use to drop the toy. So we're going to see if it works at first for me to trade the toy for a treat. It may or may not work. We'll see. And then I'm going to show you what I do as far as being animated and then asking her for it out, becoming boring until she releases it, and then reanimating again so that we can continue the game. Okay, y'all, I have the toy. I have some treats. Let's see what we're going to do. Come, Pop. You want it? Get it. Yes. Good girl. Good girl. So I have the treats in my hand. I'm going to see if she's going to drop the toy when I take the treats and put it in front of her nose. Yes. Oh, okay. Good. Good. So she didn't take the treats. So she is not food motivated today. So we're going to play with the toy instead. Get it. Yeah, good girl. Good girl. Yeah. So now we're having a lot of fun. Good girl. I'm going to get really boring. Good girl. Get it. Yes. Get really boring. Yes, get it. Good girl. Good girl. It's gonna get really boring. Yes, good girl. Get it. Yeah. Good girl. Good girl. Yeah. Yes, good girl. Okay. Good girl. All done. So, as you saw in that little quick session, once I hold on to the toy with both hands and I stop kind of playing with her, she released. I kind of had to wait her out to release the toy. And that's all you do. You wait her out. Eventually, she'll look at something else that's more exciting, drop the toy, and then you mark when she drops the toy with a yes or a click, whatever way you are bridging your behaviors. And then as soon as she gets the yes, we get to continue playing. So that is how I train the out. The first round of play, I tried to use treats to get it out of her mouth, and she dropped it, but she didn't want to eat the treats, which told me that she was way more interested in the toy than the food. So now that she knows, hey, when I get bored, you loose the toy and the game continues, I'm gonna add the cue out to it. She pretty much knows this already, so when you're training your own dog with this method, just make sure you're more patient. It should take maybe a couple days, depending on your dog, to get the idea that, hey, when the toy goes dead, drop the toy, and then the game will continue. So we're going to see if she really does know this behavior. Sit. Yes. Down. Good girl. Okay, get it. Yeah. Good girl. Yes. Good girl. Yeah. Good girl. Okay, so we're playing. We're having a good time. I'm going to do the same thing I did before. I'm going to get really boring. Hold the toy. And as soon as she's about to release it, I'm going to say the cue. Out. Yes, good girl. Get it. Yeah. Yeah, good girl. Good girl. Same thing. Gonna get real boring. Grab the toy. Anticipate. Out. Yes, good girl. Get it. Woohoo! Good girl. Yeah. One more time. Out. Yes, good girl. Get it. Yeah. We're gonna walk in the shade. I know she's pretty tired, but I'm pretty tired too. Play some tug with your dog. That's a cute little cardio sesh. But anyways, in that round you saw me pause, got boring with the toy, and then just as she was about to release it, she likes to nibble a couple times before she really steps back from the toy. I added the verb, the cue, out. That is her cue to loose the toy. And she did pretty well with that. So we're going to continue to do that over and over and again until the cue is associated with releasing the toy. I don't know if she knows that quite well yet. She does, you know, with the verbal cue of me becoming boring and saying the word, she generally releases the toy, but we want to get better, you know. I want to be able to play with her, say out, and even mid-tug she releases. So we're going to test it right now and see where she's at. I don't know how she's going to perform, but that's a part of training. When I want to share with you guys, you know, it's going to take time for the dogs to learn the behaviors. All you got to do is be consistent, patient, and make sure you meet your dog where they're at. And each day is going to be a little different. So, yeah, let's see where she's at with this behavior. I've kind of been working with this for, you know, the last 10, 12 weeks that I've had her, but not with very strict criteria. You know, we play tug, I get boring, she releases the toy, I say out, and we continue to play. But I have never really put it to the test. I haven't been proofing this behavior. So we will see what she knows. Get it. Yeah! Good girl. Good girl. Yes. Out. So she doesn't release right away here. So what I do is I remove the toy. We're going to try again in a few and see how she does. Get it. Yes. Good girl. Yeah. Good girl. Out. Yes. Good girl. Good girl. Good girl. Out. Yes. Good girl. Yeah. Good girl. This is a good girl. Out. Yes. Sit. So I hold her accountable here. When she does not sit, when I ask, I make sure I remove the toy and I lure her into the correct position before we continue to play. Okay, all done. All done. Good girl. Hello, we are back in the van. She's taking a cute little nap. We had a cute little session this morning. That concluded our training session this morning, where we worked on the out, played some tug, really worked on listening and obeying quickly. So that last clip, in the beginning, the first time I asked for the out, she didn't really understand. But it only took one correction, not even a correction. I said the word oops as her wrong choice word for her to realize, okay, I need to loose the toy a little quicker. Because when she didn't loose it when I asked, I took the toy away, I waited a few seconds, and then we played again. And then the last session of that was, I asked her to drop the toy. She took a second, a little longer than I wanted her, but I still gave her the benefit of the doubt. But instead of just giving it back to her, I asked her for a behavior. I asked her for the sit, and she didn't sit right away. So what did I do? I held her accountable, I lured her into the sit, and then we were able to continue the game. So, you know, there are 3 things you really need to do: consistency, have good criteria, and just make sure you're clear with the dog and set the dog up for success. And most training things are gonna go pretty smoothly. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you have any questions, comments, anything, suggestions, things you want to see, just let me know in the comments below. Like, subscribe if you feel like, and yeah, we'll see you next time. If you made it to the end of the video, put the cat emoji in the comments below. We'll see you next time.